So every 3 years, I have to go on this course called hostile environment training, and we get traumatic first aid, like how to keep someone alive for 24 hours until you can get them out to a place where they can get help. We also talk about anti-kidnap tactics and what to do if you are taken hostage. So those are the kinds of things we talk about. When I first went to Afghanistan, those courses didn't really exist, as 2002. So what I did was I had to drive from Kabul, the capital, to Kandahar in the south. Kandahar was the bad place. It was where the Taliban, their sort of spiritual heartland, and cool city, but could be a little bit dicey at times. So I had to drive, I think it was 17 or 18 hours because all the warplanes had come in and blown up all the bridges, so it was a bit more complicated to get across. And it was, I think about March or April, but still 1 trillion degrees out. So what do you do when it's 1 trillion degrees? Forget about air conditioning. It's Afghanistan. You're drinking tons of water, right? Everybody who's a human being in here, tell me what happens when you drink a whole lot of water. Yeah, you got to go to the washroom. Well, amazingly enough, there is not a service station on the road between Kabul and Kandahar. So you just pick a spot. And Westernized David Common says, well, you know, I'll be respectful to everybody else and give myself a little privacy, so I'll just wander off the road and go find a place. Minefield. Now I'm standing in one. So this is bad. It's quite bad. Now that I've been on the hostile environment training course, I can tell you exactly what we do when a colleague wanders into a minefield. We yell, stop. And then we yell, mines. And then the third thing we do is move away. If this is our best friend, if this is our wife, we move away. You move away because the odds are they're not going to survive this. And if they do, it may be because they still step on something and blow off their leg. And you can get hit by shrapnel. So do you want to be someone who's alive, who can help a potentially living person, or do you want to be 2 injured people or 2 dead people? So you back away. In this case, my cameraman, who had previously been in the military, broke the rules, and he came in and got me, which was fortuitous. But it was a bit of a gamble. He'd simply watched me go in there. And so he had a pretty good sense of how I got in and helped me walk out. So that's where, you know, there's just so many things to learn, and I'd focused on understanding the conflict, which proved important journalistically, but was not, came at the sacrifice of just some basic stuff. I was just dumb. I just, you know, not even dumb. I wasn't programmed to think that way.